Xiamen.
And I'm Liwansi.
We are from Xiamen University, Malaysia. Today we are going to do an interview for our listening and speaking assignment. Our topic for this assignment is child abuse.
Child abuse affects many children around the world. According to ABC News, approximately 5 children die every day because of child abuse. So now let's hear what our friend says about child abuse.
Hi, I'm Xiamen. I'm now doing my assignment for listening and speaking, and I'm going to ask you a few questions regarding child abuse. So is it okay for me to record down our conversation as it is the requirement of my assignment?
Yes, you may.
So can you please introduce yourself first?
My name is Corey Hans. I'm currently studying in Xiamen University, Malaysia for Foundation in Science, and you may call me Nero.
Okay, Nero. Do you know what is child abuse, or can you please tell me how far do you know about child abuse?
As far as I know, child abuse is significant harm done to a child by adults and any other people.
Okay, have you been abused before when you were a child, or do you have any stories that illustrate child abuse?
About that question, no, because I'm quite grateful I grew up in a caring and loving family.
That's great. So do you know what are the reasons that causes child abuse?
Maybe overstressed adults from work, and the children didn't meet their expectations in their studies, so the adults release their stress by abusing their child.
So except parents, do you think who is more likely to be the perpetrator of child abuse?
Mostly, as I know, is babysitters, relatives, and even their close ones.
Okay, if you suspect child abuse, what will you do?
The first thing I would not consider to report as, and I will just talk to the child and confirm if it is abuse or anything, and maybe know the cause. And if it is vital for me to report, I'll just report to the government departments or even the authorities, so that the abuser may be punished for his or her crimes.
Okay, as you mentioned, you will not report before it is proven true. So by not reporting, it could mean that the abuse will continue. So do you think what are the effects to them if they are really being abused?
Maybe they will suffer from depression or anxiety or lack of confidence, and through the reports in the news, they mostly will commit suicide and even run away from their homes.
Okay, that's all for our conversation today. Thank you for your time.
Hello, I'm Liwansi. I'll be asking a few questions about child abuse, but first, I would like to ask that do you mind if I keep the record of our conversation so that I don't forget anything, and it's the requirement for my assignment. So, is it okay?
Sure, I don't mind.
Okay, so can you please tell the camera what's your full name?
My name is Sumeli, you may call me Meili.
Okay, Meili. So do you know what is child abuse, and how far do you know about child abuse?
I think child abuse is an actions by an adult causes harm to a child.
Okay. Besides that, have you experienced being abused before when you were a child, or do you have any stories that illustrate child abuse?
I didn't experience child abuse, but I still can remember my classmate. When I was 7 years old, my classmates experienced child abuse before, just near my neighborhood.
Oh, so what causes your neighbor being abused?
I think it's unemployment, because at that time my classmate's father was unemployed, and he faced a lot of pressure from the society. Hence, he released the stress towards her. That's me, my classmate, and then that causes child abuse.
Oh, so did you take any action when you suspect your neighbor being abused?
No, I didn't, but my father contacted the local Child Protective Service Agency and police. I think these actions could save her from the dangerous situations.
So can you please tell me what are the ways your neighbor who are being abused might react, or in other words, the effects to her?
I remember at that time she was very rebellious. She reluctant to leave school because she don't want to go home. And once she also attempted to run away from home.
Oh, that's kind of sad stories. I hope that your neighbor are doing well now. So, last question, Meili. Who do you think are the perpetrators of child abuse?
Parents,
Besides that,
babysitter or caregiver of a child.
okay. Thank you, Meili, for the conversation.
Welcome.
In conclusion, it remains vital to remind the public that child abuse is a serious threat to the children's healthy development, and a persistent lack of attention to the care and supervision of the children are unacceptable.
Children have rights like anyone else and should have safety and free from abuse to ensure their well-being. Child abuse has many negative impacts on the child and we all should put a stop to it right now.
Thank you.